a senior on the women's soccer team. Thanks for coming.
Hi, thank you.
So what is your major?
I'm a speech pathologist major, and I'm minoring in special education.
What are your plans after graduation?
I plan to go right on to grad school. It's a 2-year program, so I figured I should, continue the academic side of things and head right into it.
Around here?
I'm originally from Connecticut, so I think I'm going to look at schools here. I'm definitely going to look at ODU, but also apply to schools in Connecticut.
What is it like in your hometown?
My hometown is very, very small. I only graduated with about 120 kids, so coming to a bigger college was definitely a different experience. But I'm definitely glad I came. Definitely changed the scenery. I'm from a, kind of like a farm town, so a city is definitely different.
What do you like about Hampton Roads area?
I love that the beach is very close. I'm sure a lot of people do. I just love being in a city and, just having a lot of different places to go, and I guess that's it.
Now, what do you remember about your first soccer game?
My first soccer game here, I was definitely nervous. I was a starter as a freshman, which was one of my goals coming in here. I actually remember that my dad flew down and surprised me for my first game, which was awesome, great support, and I ended up having a goal my first game, and it kind of just opened up from there, and I had a great freshman year.
Now you're number 13. Why do you wear number 13?
I've been number 13 ever since I was starting to play soccer. It kind of goes in saying that everyone thinks it's an unlucky number, so I kind of took a spin off of it and wanted to be my lucky number, so it stuck ever since.
What's your best memory here at Old Dominion?
I think it would have to be on an away game against Hofstra in New York. A lot of my family was there, and they were one of the best teams in our conference, and I scored 2 goals against them, and we won 2-1. And we were the only team to beat them that season.
So who's the funniest on your team?
Funniest? I would definitely have to say Amber, or we call her Skippy.
Who's the loudest?
Amber. Definitely.
So what do you like to eat?
I guess one of the team favorites is definitely Sakura, which is on Monarch Way. We absolutely love sushi. We're always at Perfectly Frank's, Sakura, or Lahar all the time. But obviously in preseason we've been eating in Web, so.
So as a senior, I'm sure you've had a few injuries playing soccer. Do you have a worst injury?
In college, I guess my worst injury would be my MCL last year. Luckily it was in the spring season, so I didn't really miss out on anything. And I never had to get surgery, so other than that, I really haven't had anything too major.
So your lucky 13 is kind of proven true?
Yeah.
So who's your biggest influence in your life?
Wow, good question. I would have to say my parents. I don't think I can choose between the two. I think the reason for that is that they've both always been here for me, especially through soccer. This being my senior year, they're going to be at almost every game, and I can't really thank them enough, especially since we're from, Connecticut. So their support has just been amazing throughout these 4 years, and obviously throughout my whole life. So.
Did you play any other sports growing up?
Yep. In high school, I played softball, soccer. I ran track. When I was little, I just played basketball. My parents were really into getting me involved in all kinds of sports, so I kind of knew which one I liked, which one I didn't like. So, but soccer's obviously been my favorite.
Okay. So, what was your favorite class you took here?
My favorite class so far has been probably between the coaching class I took and one of my major classes, because I'm starting to get into all my major ones, so it's really kind of interesting. It's not as boring as the gen ed would be. So,
is coaching something you look for in the future?
Yes, I definitely want to be coaching on the side or somewhere down the road. But obviously, it's not my major or anything like that. But I think doing something, staying involved in sports would definitely be.
So what was the worst class you ever took here?
Worst class? Probably Asian history. I'm just really not a history person, and I had to take 2 or 3 different ones, and I chose Asian history, and I just don't like history, so.
Most athletes are somewhat superstitious. Do you have any pre-game rituals you do?
Yes, in the locker room especially, there's a big sign that says Forza down the wall. Every time we go out, I have to touch it. I have 2 or 3 handshakes with teammates on my team, and I have to do those. I know this is going to sound really weird, but I have to put my right cleat on before I put my left cleat on. I've always done it, so.
So, are there any team goals for the 2012 season?
Honestly, it's a little different season because we can't compete for the tournament like we normally could. So it's definitely going to be different, but honestly, I think our goal is just to kind of find an identity for ourselves. We have a lot of new players, new freshmen playing. So with the inexperience, I think that the experienced players are just trying to help out the freshmen, and we just want to play well and just at least end in the top 6 of our tournament or of our conference.
Do you have any personal goals going into your senior year?
Personally, since it is my senior year, I kind of want it to be the best out of the 4 years. I've scored goals every season, but I would really like to score the most goals my senior year and just end on a strong note because it is the last time I'll probably play an organized team.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yep, thank you.